in Milwaukee anyway. How beneficial has this time been to maybe decompress and at least get a chance to exhale?
Yeah, you don't want to exhale too much, but you also don't want to be on that razor's edge, for consecutive days over and over and over. So there is that fine balance. I believe Thursday was good for everybody, just to take a mental and physical day away from the facilities, away from each other. And then the guys were playing big minutes. Really encouraged them to stay out of the facility yesterday as well. Today, it's all about getting back to business, and everything that happened in the last 2 weeks, we have to erase that. This is a totally new challenge. Each time you advance around in the playoffs, it just becomes increasingly more challenging, and that's the way it should be. The Knicks have had a great season and a very impressive first round. Our guys are fully aware of that and ready to just get started with this thing.
Knowing that today wasn't a training camp practice, I get that, but how did Bam look and whatever it was that you were doing?
Good. Probably for Bam and Jimmy, these last 2 days were the most important for them. Now, I know everybody could have used it in some form or fashion, even if it was just a mental day, because you put so much into this, mentally, emotionally, physically. But for Bam and Jimmy, it was important for them just to get that extra physical time off, and Bam responded very well the last 2 days.
So how do you prepare for there's bigs that you guys want to box out like you did in Milwaukee, but a guy like Josh Hart who's going to be crashing from all different angles for the offensive glass? How do you prepare for a guy like that?
It is a challenge for sure, because he has the aggressiveness, but also there's a timing to the way he does it. It's not as if he's doing it in the normal cadence. The shot goes up, hey, crash, you block out. It almost waits for you to turn your head, and then he just goes. And it just seems like he's had the big ones. It's not the gaudy numbers of the offensive rebounding, even though he's top 5 for wings. But it's the critical ones in the fourth quarter. Now, we also have had some emphasis on this from the Atlanta play-in, the Toronto game before that, the week before that, and then Milwaukee. That was a point of emphasis. It doesn't mean that we're conquering it, but it's something that we've been really trying to drill on and get better at, and that'll be vital, obviously. It's pretty clear that this will be a possession series. And they're well schooled. They don't turn the ball over. They get you they get themselves second opportunities, extra possessions that help them drive that possession game.
Coach, there's been a lot of unity between the different sports teams here in South Florida. I know you're familiar with Mike McDaniel. Did he offer any words of encouragement for you this round?
No, not this round, but we've been in contact. We text back and forth, and he was at Game 3. Yeah. So we texted then. And I was so locked in, I wasn't aware that he was sitting right there until after the game. And then I was like, hey, dude, you could have tapped me or something. But he saw what we were trying to do, and he was very respectful. But I know it's an important time for them as well, with the draft. It's fun developing relationships with, some of the other sports teams here.
Erik, even though you have a lot of guys a good number of guys who were in the bubble, who were in the finals, not just this time of year, but what has Kevin and Kyle brought as far as a winning culture from somewhere else, as far as what they add to that existing winning culture?
It is so important. They're pros, and I think it's really a credit to them to embrace everything that we're about, first and foremost. That they just want to fit in, they want to help, they want to make sure that people feel comfortable, and they both have said the same thing, that just lay out a role, don't worry about me, I'll figure it out. I just want to compliment, I just want to help, I want to help this thing work, and ultimately help the team win. And that is unique, a lot of times, for veteran players. But that championship pedigree, you can't emphasize that enough. That their experiences really show out even more so in the playoffs than in the regular season, and on the road. that they're able to stabilize the team, stabilize those skirmishes, and just bring a great deal of confidence and stability to their units. Because they've been in these situations time and time again.